Welcome to the Imaginative Storm Writing Prompt of the Week video. I'm Allegra Houston. My creative collaborator, James Navé, is in the Philippines, where it is now 3 a.m. after we finished our Saturday call. So he has gone back to bed, and I am making this video for you. We do a call every Saturday on Zoom, which is free for anyone who would like to join us. And indeed, we've had people from all over the world, 6 out of 7 continents, Antarctica not yet represented, but maybe soon, who knows? And yeah, as I say, it's free. And perhaps if you have never come to the Saturday call, you might like to do that and experience what this work is like in a group setting rather than simply on your own. But not everybody can make it to the Zoom, so we do these videos. And we try and reproduce as closely as we can what happens on the Zoom. So we first share an image, usually an image. Sometimes it's a sound prompt, but we haven't had one of those for a while, although we're hoping to have one soon. We share the prompt on the screen for 2 minutes, and we ask everybody on the call to generate a list of words and short phrases like, 3 or 4 word long phrases, not big long phrases. So it's not joined up writing. It's just a list of whatever words pop into your head as you look at the image. The words don't have to have anything to do with the image at all or anything to do with one another. Just make a list as we put this image up on the screen for 2 minutes, starting now. After everyone has generated their personal list of words, we go around the Zoom room and ask people to contribute one word or phrase from their personal list to create a community list, which functions as a kind of collective imagination for all of us to swim in, or if you like, collective toy box for all of us to draw from. So here is today's community list for you. You might like to write these words down as I read them, but I will also put the list up again on the screen during the 10-minute writing time. So here we go. I can't read the signs. Confine my skin. Evening stroll. Steamy summer heat. Gated neighborhood. Uncaged. Crossed wires. Crushed and cracked. The party moved uphill. Truth be told, where the blank are we? Moonshine. Where's that address? Decorum, gatehouse night, draw the line, rags and riches. After the fall, amber electric, walk quickly, crosswalk to nowhere, closed for the future, a fantastic morning, fragility, gang territory, trash talk, don't turn around, the good old days, twilight rodeo, follow the rats, hot flamingo breath, swirl of leftovers. It's a pretty good list, right? So, of course, any of those words or phrases would serve as a prompt in itself. But now we have, I think it's 31 from from the Zoom today, and plus you have however many you have on your personal list. So you really have a kind of cornucopia of possible images for your imagination to play with. And the way your imagination plays is it really likes making impossible combinations or far-fetched combinations, maybe, let's say. So as you write for 10 minutes, which is the next thing coming up, let your imagination roll around in all of these images, kind of like, a dog picking up all the various scents and bringing them back in a sort of melange to the other dogs who are waiting to hear where he's been or waiting to smell where he's been. This is a new image for me to give you this dog image. So not really sure if it's working, but whatever. I'm not going to censor it because we encourage you not to censor as you write, just simply write whatever comes out. Let your imagination take the lead. Let your rational mind be the passenger or the follower in the dance, which means it doesn't try to take control. It doesn't collapse in a heap or storm off in a huff. It lets your imagination keep going, doing whatever it wants to do for 10 minutes. And really, the only goal here is to surprise yourself. So your 10 minutes will start now. Well, something exists in the world now that didn't exist 10 minutes ago. And we're going to encourage you to put it out more into the world by giving it life with your voice. After we write on our Zoom call, we go into Zoom breakout rooms and everyone reads what they wrote to a small appreciative audience of, 5 or 6 people. And it's very interesting because even if you think what you wrote was boring or not very good or whatever, when you read it aloud, something different happens. First of all, when you read silently on the page, you're more focused on what you don't like. You're judging. You're thinking, what would I rewrite? Is this any good? Is it worth keeping? But when you're reading aloud, that decision of is it worth keeping, at least for now, has already been made. You're keeping it, you're reading it. And as you read, you don't have the opportunity to edit much. Maybe you improv a little bit as you read, you edit on the fly, but you're not going to kind of sit there with your pen trying to rewrite something. Instead, what happens is that you get a little rush of dopamine every time you read a phrase that you actually like. And usually the phrases in your writing that you like are the phrases that are most original and most authentic to you. So this practice of reading aloud is a great way to just simply effortlessly retrain your inner critic into a support for you rather than something that pulls you down. So put me on pause now and read what you wrote aloud. Even if you're in a quote unquote empty room, it's not empty. You're in it, and you are your most important audience. If you would like to share what you wrote even further, we have a way for you to do that. It's called the Circle platform. Every prompt we've offered for nearly 5 years now is on there, along with many of the pieces that people wrote to those prompts. And it's also free. It is a criticism-free zone. There's no point in criticizing something that was written in 10 minutes. It's absurd. The only thing that's interesting really is what pops, what's new, what's intriguing, what's fresh. So that's what we reflect back to one another when people post on the circle and we put a comment on, excuse me, and we put a comment on it. So here is how you get to the circle. Go to imaginativestorm.com, scroll over to the community page, click there, and you will see Imaginative Storm on Circle. Click there, and it will take you down to that bit of the page where it explains the circle. You can click here in the picture, and you end up at the circle. It won't look quite like this because I'm logged in and it wants me to do things. It will ask you to make a username and a password. It's also free. And once you've done that, go over here to this navigation on the left. You can explore the rest of it at some point if you like, but prompt of the week is where we're going. And in prompt of the week, you will see with the date every single prompt that we have offered for over 4.5 years. So it's quite an archive. And let's just click on one and show you how this works. So we'll click on this mural. So here you will find the first thing, the credit, then a link to our YouTube. We create a YouTube video for each prompt where we do the timing for you. And then you'll find the Saturday words and the Thursday words, and then you will see what people have posted. And well, this was a week where nobody really replied very much, but you can like what people wrote and you can reply to what they wrote. And if you want, you can upload an audio or a video. See here, Kathleen has commented on Celia's. And you can, here Navé's also uploaded an audio. And then at the very bottom, you will see this, what are your thoughts? And that is where you type in what you wrote and you're done. And please do join us one Saturday on Zoom. You may have noticed that the Zoom link is there in the footer at imaginativestorm.com, always waiting for you to click on it. And if you join our mailing list, you will get a reminder on Saturday mornings, and one other post a week from Substack of something that usually I have written, often to do with writing or memoir, particularly, or imaginative intelligence, perhaps, or just other things that I think might be interesting for those people who have subscribed. So I hope you will subscribe. When you're at imaginativestorm.com, you'll also notice that we have books for writers and online courses that audio course of Write What You Don't Know, and a video course that you can do in your own time. Also online workshops and in-person workshops. As I make this video in, where are we, February 2026, our next in-person workshop is at the end of April in Taos, New Mexico, which is where I live, although not where I am right now. I'm in Asheville, North Carolina, for a couple of months because I'm going to be doing a TED Talk next month. And if you subscribe, you will get updates on that as and when. So thank you for watching. Please enjoy your writing in the Imaginative Storm, and we hope to see you one of these days.